Hiya, I'm Jasper, and welcome to your video review for Totally Killer. It's a movie starring people that I don't recognize other than the main character's dad in the current time. I recognize him from things, but from where exactly, I don't know. Anywho, as always, I'm going to give you the good, the bad, and the furry. To start off the furry, there isn't any. Moving on to the good, the bad. So, this movie, it's a Halloween-style movie, also like a Halloween-themed version of Back to the Future. So, a couple of years ago, or a few years ago, they had Happy Death Day, and then later on Happy Death Day 2, where it was basically Groundhog Day, but with a killer. And this movie is like, hey, what if we did Back to the Future, but trying to stop a killer? And yeah, they accomplished that nicely. If you liked the tone of Happy Death Day and Attack the Block and Zombieland, but maybe a little bit less on the humor of Zombieland and a little bit more on the horror side of Zombieland, I think you will like this movie because this movie is fun. It's got fun aspects of time travel, and it's got just fun pointing out ridiculous things. Also, in pointing them out in a way that, like, you probably think you're saying one thing, movie makers, you think you're saying one thing, but I also kind of feel like you might be saying something else that you don't realize you're saying when you're saying some of these things. And I love when movies do that because they're trying to say something and it's like, oh, but that's not really what's happening here, is it? You think it is, but that's not what's happening. It's great. I love it. So essentially the storyline of this movie is there was like serial killer who killed 3 people 35 years ago, so 1987, and then he comes back and kills somebody, and so a high school teenager female came up with time travel in their backyard, which is just, it's weird how many high schoolers are building time machine and quantum machines and like Iron Man suits and whatnot this year. It's a little weird, but I'm down with it in this movie because I really like that it's just kind of like it was slightly more nuanced than having a hot tub time machine. So I'm totally down for it. And so our main character goes to the past to try and stop all these murders from happening, and then just the struggles of trying to get people to believe things or to do the things, or like how is she changing things? What are the effects of her changing things? And serial killerness on the loose. So I enjoyed it. I thought it was a fun time. They had they cast everybody appropriately. All the actors were fun. The things that were funny, and then there was a few jump scares which were good, but it definitely leaned more to the comedy. But when somebody is murdered on screen, you see it, and there's like lots of stabbing and blood. Like there's not viscera coming out, but there is blood splattering, and it's not Kill Bill levels of like of blood, and it's not a PG level of blood, so it's not Saw, but there is some stabby going on and some blood, and like you see the like type of death. So the deaths themselves are not shot to be funny, but they're not so like horrifying and traumatizing as to like make you really feel sad and like traumatized by that character's death, unlike some other movies that are designed to do that. This one, like, you care that the character's dead, you don't want them to die, but you're not like devastated emotionally because they're dead, because this is a comedy horror movie, if you will. So I like the tone of this movie. I like how they accomplished it. I liked how they instituted and worked their universe and what they did, and didn't stick around too long. It had just the right amount of time, just the right pacing, and the correct amount of scale. So yeah, 2 thumbs up. It's a fun time. Check it out. That's all I have for this one. Thanks for coming. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you at the next one. Bye.